Good afternoon. My name is Maniwan Pukampan. These are my friend. Her name is Vasana Sitsao. Hello. And his name is Kitipan Lakanashai Prasit. Today we will be interviewing Mr. Anthony Steele about his view on Thai and European culture and custom for our cross-cultural communication project. Let's go. Let's go.
Who's it?
Afternoon, Mr. Anthony.
Mr. Anthony Steele.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Sit down, please.
Okay.
Please introduce yourself to everyone, please.
My name is Mr. Anthony Steele. I live in Doelo.
Okay, first we would like to ask you a question about you still studying with what country do you come from?
I come from England.
Oh, yes. Where are you living now in Thailand?
I live in Doelo.
Oh, Thailand, yes.
How many years has to be living in Thailand?
I've lived in Thailand for 20 years on and off. Now I've stayed here for 8 years permanently.
What was your reason for moving to Thailand?
I moved to Thailand because I felt that Thailand is a very good place for children, and I prefer to bring my child here, to bring her up here, because I like the environment. I thought it was better than England.
Okay, now we have gotten to know Mr. Anthony. We will move on to cross-cultural question, which we have selected about society, personality, and general living style between Thailand and England.
Okay, the first question is about society. Please give one example of how you think is different or similar between Thailand and England.
I think Thailand, the Thai people are more what we call down to earth. I think with the English people, they're more straightforward. If you can get my meaning, they'll say what they'll mean. Thai people are more polite and they'll try and go around the subject. I think that's the difference. Also, of course, obviously, Thailand's a poorer country, which does make a difference. Especially, I think the women in England, the English women, I think they've got a different attitude because they can earn the same amount of money as a man, maybe more. You know. So I think in Thailand, possibly this means that the women are probably more feminine. They're not so independent.
The second question is about personality. Please give one example of how you think people is personality are different or are similar to those of Thai people.
I think personality-wise, between English people and Thai people, English people I think are under a lot more pressure. They're under a lot more pressure of work. You know, everything's more expensive in England, and everybody's in a rush, and they haven't really got time for other people. And they're inclined to keep within their own circle. I think with Thai people, they're more relaxed. I don't believe that England as a whole, Thai people I believe are poorer, but they're not under the same amount of pressure. So they're much more relaxed and they're much more family orientated than the English or Western society, really.
Third question is about the style of living. Please give one example of how you think the way of living in Thailand is different or similar to that in England.
Okay, the way of living in England again is very fast. Everything is at a higher pace. I believe that the Thai way of living is at a slower pace. Yes. A lot of people in England are what we call social climbers. They want to get up career-wise and so on. And there's a lot more pressure on them at work. It's a sign, but I don't believe the pressure is there in Thailand. I think it's a slower pace.
Now that you have answered the last three questions, about society, personality, and general living style. Can you tell us how do you try to adapt to those topics in Thailand and how long it took you to be able to change your lifestyle?
Okay, when I first came to Thailand, because Western people are under more pressure, they are a lot more aggressive. I believe than Thai people. It took me 2 years to lose my Western aggression. I think, for example, on the road, I'm on my motorbike and a car will cut me up, and I'll go, "Ooh." And this is something you do in England. You don't do in Thailand, and I think I've calmed down a lot. Living in Thailand, and that's how I've adapted. I think it's a good thing.
Okay, we have the last question on Scott culture is if you would choose one Thai custom to take back to England, which would it be?
I think it would be politeness. It would probably be the way and the smiles. The greeting, because again in England, they're not. You can't look at anybody else. If you look at somebody in the face, they are. And I think politeness. I think England could learn a lot from Thailand.
Okay, thank you for your answer, question. Now we have to come to the end of our interview for our cross-cultural communication project. We would like to thank Mr. Anthony for his time in coming to this interview and for sharing his view on cross-culture. Today we have something gift to you.
Oh, thank you. And is this real gold?
None. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.